Welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle, aka MakeupEsquire, and today I'm going to be showing you how I got this pink mauvey sparkly eyeshadow look. It's perfect for any time of the year and it was super easy to do. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you'd like to see next. Just got this primer by SURRATT. It's really good but really pricey, so since they were having a sale I used it as an excuse to buy me one. I usually save this primer for special occasions because it's so expensive, but you all are a special occasion, so you'll get to see it in action today. And then this is my holy grail. This is a Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I know not everybody thinks priming is necessary, but I always like to prime. In my opinion, not to prime as a crime. I just think it helps keep your makeup locked and loaded. It helps give you a flawless base. So I really have been liking this Valentino brow trio. I have it in granite and it has a brow pencil on one side. It has a little spoolie and then it also has a brow pen. It's pretty handy to have all three in one. So I'm first going in and lining underneath the eyebrow. Kind of extending the tail end. Outline the top of the eyebrows, just kind of roughly to give you that initial shape. And then I'm going to go in and start to lightly fill them in. Trying to mimic small, thin, hair-like strokes across. This just mostly fills in any sparse areas. I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty Eyebrow Gel. Alright, now that the eyebrows are done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of foundation, and today I'm going to be using the Tom Ford Stick Foundation. I have two shades, 7.0 Tawny and 7.5 Shell Beige. So I decided to use these foundations today because I recently heard that they're being discontinued, which makes me very sad because these are such beautiful foundations. It's a nice soft matte finish. It wears really well throughout the day and it's not drying on the skin. And for concealer under the eyes today, I brought out my Haus Labs concealer in the shade 22 Light Medium Peach. I like the Haus Labs concealer because it has a little bit of a pink undertone, so I like this to help with color correcting. And my Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer, this is in the shade 2WP. A bit of a yellow undertone and a pink undertone as well, so it's nice and balanced. Then I'm just gonna go back in with my Haus Labs brush to spread that all out. And I'm just gonna take it along the eyelids. I brought out Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I have two shades, Intensity 1 and Intensity 2. I like to use both. Both colors work for me. This one's Intensity 1 and this one's Intensity 2. I'm starting off with Intensity 2 and using this as a contour, a cream contour. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the bottom of the cheekbones and drag it along the jawline and underneath the chin. Next I'm going to go in with Intensity 1 and take it up on top of my forehead area. I'm also going to take some on my cheekbones to serve as kind of a cream bronzer. Go in and set everything in place with my Laura Mercier powder in the shade Translucent. Taking it on your damp beauty blender just like so. Taking some powder underneath the cheekbones and above the jawline. It really helps sculpt out that shape that we're going for. So I'll go in with this cream blush by Victoria Beckham. It is in Major. It's a nice neutral pink. I just got this brush from BK Beauty. It is the 112 brush. And I'm just going to take some directly from the stick on my brush. Always a little on the nose, a little on the chin, and a little bit up on the forehead. This ensures a cohesive look. Before I go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and spray with this Caudalie, the Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion Spray. It's a pricey spray, but it's so good. It just feels cooling and it smells good and it's moisturizing. I just love it. Highly recommend. To top off the cream blush, I'm gonna go in with this Prism Libre brush. This one is in the shade 2, Taffetas Rosé. I'm just gonna pour some on the lid. I'm gonna go in with this Red Squirrel brush. I'm just gonna pounce that on top of that cream blush just to set it and to make it pop more. So today I'm gonna use the powder bronzer by Hermes. This one's in the shade 3 Sahara. Let's go ahead and put it in the same areas where I put that Tom Ford cream bronzer, just to set it and make sure it stays in place. I'm also gonna take a little bit underneath the jawline and underneath the chin. So for highlighter, I brought 2 options. I brought a powder highlighter. This one is the CHANTECAILLE one, Eclat Sublime Stella. It's really pretty. And then I just got the new Victoria Beckham cream stick highlighter to try. It looks like this. Let me know if any of you have this, and does yours rattle like this? I'm just gonna take a little bit of that cream product on the brush. So y'all have to tell me what you think about this cream highlight stick, because it's quite pricey and I'm not sure if it's overhyped just yet because I haven't really formed my full opinion on it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this highlighter is worth the price. It's a nice balmy moisturizing formula. It's quite natural looking on the skin. I'm gonna go in with this Hakuhodo brush. This one is the F6141 for highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the CHANTECAILLE powder highlighter and just go over top on the cheekbones, right on top of where I put that cream stick highlight by Victoria Beckham. I don't use 2 highlighters on the daily, but because this is a full glam look, I think it's warranted. Tiny brush right here, and using it as like a little highlight brush where I want to pinpoint highlight, like the tip of my nose and along the bridge of my nose. And then I also go into the inner corner with it and up on the brow bone, taking a little bit on the chin as well. For powder contour today, I brought out the good old HOOLA by Benefit. This is in the old packaging still. I refuse to get rid of it. It's very nostalgic to me. If you know, you know. Please leave me a comment down below if you remember Benefit's HOOLA. I'm gonna go in with the Sonia G Fan A to contour. I'm gonna go into my HOOLA powder. Just gonna take it down along the cheekbone and on the temples, a little bit up here on the forehead to ensure a cohesive look. This is also another hack that I like to do when I have time, and when you're exposing your neck, you can take your bronzer products or contour products and just kind of take it down along the sides of the neck right here. I'm gonna go in with this Hakuhodo G239 brush, going into that HOOLA bronzer again and taking it down along the sides of the nose. I'm gonna try to kind of give myself more of a button nose. I don't go too crazy with the nose contouring lately, but I do like to give it a little bit of dimension. Just like that. Cute, right? And the final step, I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette Volume 2. I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy brush, like so. It's a beautiful one, isn't it? And I'm just gonna go across all the colors, starting at the forehead and sweeping it along the rest of the face. This will help blend everything in and make sure there are no harsh lines. There is nothing like Hourglass powders. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend. Going back in with the Caudalie spray, we'll just set everything in place. For the eyes today, I brought out my new YSL palette. This one is the Couture Mini Clutch in the shade 400. Isn't this gorgeous? This is the one I got every shade, I'm not gonna lie, at Sephora since I couldn't decide which one to get. I also recently got the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal Liner. This one is in the shade Cinnamon. It is brown, but it's not your basic brown. It has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So I'm gonna start out with this eyeliner and just starting to draw a rough line along the lash line all the way in. Taking this Bobo Chikuhodo SO2 brush for the task of smudging it out. I love this little brush because it's nice and stiff, but it's not pokey at all. It's really soft. I'm gonna also take it down along the lower lash line as well, and in the waterline. Go back in with my smudge brush, smudging that in, kind of taking that liner outwards. It's like a mini wing shape. Takeda brush, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna start off in windshield wiper motions. And circular motions. You see how easily that's blending? Of course, part is due to the brush I'm using. However, even when I'm using synthetic brushes, or I've tried using my BK Beauty brushes with this shadow, it's just so easily blendable, which is exactly what you should have in a luxury formula that you pay top dollar for. Another reason I love these palettes is just, I mean, please, look at how gorgeous that is. It's like cushiony too. By the way, my nail polish shade is Dark Horse by Mooncat. Notice I kind of always wing out the shadow I'm working with to elongate and maximize the lid space that you're working with. I'm gonna also take a smaller brush. This one's a Takeda Canadian Squirrel brush, and I'm going to take that same color along the lower lash line, because pretty much everything I'm gonna do up top, I'm gonna match down below. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Takeda Goat brush, and I'm gonna go in with the darker bottom left shade right there. I'm gonna take that and put it on the outer V area. Kind of carrying that up in a cat-eye wing shape. Going back in with my smaller brush. Make sure that's all nice and blended out. I'm gonna also take that into the inner corner. Now I'm just gonna go in with my finger into this upper left hand light pink shade. I'm gonna pop that on the center of the eyelid. I'm gonna go in with my brush to this upper right hand corner shade, kind of along the edges to marry the two shades. I'm gonna go back in with the bottom left darker magenta shade. Make sure we keep some of that depth in the outer corners. Kind of layering over the glitter shade. And then dragging that darker tone along the lash line, stopping halfway. I'm gonna go back in with the initial matte shade on my big fluffy brush and make sure, once again, no harsh lines. For mascara, I'm using the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. Just gonna touch my bottom lashes with this. I like to focus more of the mascara on the outer lashes. Now for lip liner, I'll use the Wayne Goss one. This one is in the shade Deep Nude. It's the Essential Lip Pencil. I must say it's a pretty good lip pencil. Going in with this EYESHADOW lip brush to just spread it out. Today I'll use the Tom Ford lipstick in the shade Blush Nude. It looks like this. I love Tom Ford lipsticks. Literally one of the best, if not the best, formulas out there. If you haven't tried one, I highly recommend, although they are quite pricey and getting pricier. Going back in with my BK Beauty 204 brush to make sure everything's nice and blended. Gonna put a dab of this Lisa Eldridge lip gloss over it. This one's in Silent Sun. Taking it on my EYESHADOW brush. Just putting a little bit in the middle. That just gives the illusion of a pouty lip. One last spray. And there you have it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for getting ready with me. If you have any of these products, let me know what you think about them. I'm pretty sure all of these products are loves for me, except for maybe the Victoria Beckham highlighter stick. Jury's still out on this one. Other than that, everything else I used, I loved how it turned out. I used some of my favorite holy grails in this makeup look. If you like this look and you'd like to see more looks like this, please go ahead and like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and turn on your notification bell so you know every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye, friends. I am a makeup and food aid lover, lawyer. Stay hydrated, friends. Bye.
You don't hear that? Something about it is rattling. Oh, by the way, this is in the shade Pearl. Okay, so now the eyes. No. Should we do the eyes?